Hello everybody, my name is Luke Marr and this is Hot Mode, and today on Hot Mode we are coming to you with a reaction to the 2022 Streamy Awards. Social media people do not know how to behave on a red carpet. Usually. We just don't have the wherewithal. The Streamies is just so unserious fashion-wise that it gives me severe anxiety, and I think that if the social media people came out and really did it, some people might be like, oh my god, the Streamies, wait, relevant. And also I would have been able to find Getty images that didn't have the watermark on them. So, and yet here I stand and here I stay to talk about the outfits. Let's just get right into it. First up, we have Airrack. I don't know who they are, and I apologize, and that's gonna be a majority of this video, I would say. They're wearing the brand Namias. It's a tie-dye jacket with the Namias embroidered in on the pocket area that's not a pocket. It's a jacket, black and white tie-dye running up and down. The tie-dye sort of runs in a vertical sort of stance, and then there's a matching pair of pants. I think that the colors of the tie-dye look different between the two pieces. One looks like a dark black, and the other one looks a little bit lighter up top. You know, the pants fall at whatever these boots are. They look like Vans to me, but boots, if that's what it is. They just kind of crinkle up and wrinkle up, and Taylor would have helped here. I'm also pretty positive this person is French, so like, French fashion people, help them. Aide is what they say. That's how you say help. It's not the worst thing, but it's certainly not good. Fourth ring of hell in Dante's Inferno. Next up we have Alexa Rivera. I do not know them and I apologize, that's my fault. But they are wearing a black cocktail dress with a very, very deep plunge, and from that plunge we can see there is silver lines and juts of crystals that jump out, encompass the entirety of the bust area. And listen, like, to be completely honest, I don't hate the concept of the dress. The one thing I do hate, obviously, is like the sheer that doesn't match. It's a YouTuber, so like I get it. But the dress in and of itself, I actually think the design is kind of cool. It's something that, yes, black with silver, see it a bit, but I don't think that we see this sort of vertical element here, the way that those lines go, all that often. And so like, I actually don't hate this as a concept. Do I hate the execution of it? No. Do I think the execution of it could have been better with the sheer? Yes, absolutely. Like, also, if we bought this dress, we could have just cut out that sheer panel, matched it to the skin, and then reapplied it, and it would have been great and wonderful. Do I hate the gloves? Yes, I do. They look like they're from Amazon. Listen, I'm not saying that I hate on Amazon gloves, because like, I wear Amazon gloves on occasion. Well, I bought them for a Halloween costume for Karl Lagerfeld. But anyway, I just think that the silk, the nylon here, it's wrinkled, it's crinkled, it's weird. I just don't think the gloves are necessary. I don't think that it elevates the look, even though I know that that's what we're trying to do. The shoes are like, fine, whatever. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. I appreciate the notion of the dress, the execution, and the styling. Next up we have Amber Scholl, and I feel like every other comment on Hot Mode is about Amber Scholl, and I apologize to everybody that has ever asked me to react to Amber Scholl, and I have not. But here we are. It's some sort of twisted bra sort of style. It's meant to be like a draped. The twist here is like weird. I don't get it. I don't know who made this. I tried. I hate the twist because it just looks awkward. I think that it just one lays over, and so it makes it a little bit asymmetrical, and that's kind of weird. But I like, again, the concept, and then the high-waisted ball gown skirt I think is cool. I think it's different. I think she's actually attempting and trying to be a little bit more out there and exaggerated, dress the Streamies up a little bit more, but still be daring in the use of bra and skirt. Like, I appreciate that. I do think that I can see like little bits of that hoop skirt underneath, sort of poking through the fabric, which you think with a hoop skirt like that, you need thicker fabric. Otherwise, you're going to be able to see it through. So the thicker the fabric is, the better it is going to be, because it's less likely that you're going to see that hoop skirt pieces pushing through and creating what looks like a little bit of an indentation above the hem of the skirt. But for the most part, listen, I appreciate that Amber Scholl went for this. I think it's a cool concept. I think it's nice. I think it's good. Again, execution-wise, I don't love it. It's the best we've seen thus far. Next up, we have Anthony Padilla of Smosh, and he is at least trying. I can appreciate that. It's a Henley t-shirt, which I mean, like, I don't know if we need to have this conversation. I was hoping we didn't, but like, Henley t-shirts, no. And most definitely no on the red carpet. The little handkerchief Tie, cool, okay, I get it. The jacket with black and red, it looks like it's some sort of like pony hair, and the way that it reflects, I think is cool. I think it's different. I think it's intriguing and interesting. The black pants, Spencer's kind of vibe going on here, but like that's somebody's aesthetic, and I'm okay with that. And the boots, listen, it's a boot. It's a you know, it's a little snakeskin looking boot, and like I'm okay with that too. It's an attempt. I feel like we're going for a certain aesthetic here. It's very emo vibe. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit grungy. Cool elements to it. I think the jacket is really great. Instead of doing a suit, it's a cooler way of doing it, or at least more modern. Do I think that the use of little handkerchief as a makeshift tie kind of vibe is also cool? Yes. Do I think the jeans are like fine? Yeah. Do I think the boots are good? Sure. The Henley t-shirt is one issue. But besides that, I actually don't hate this. I feel like he went for something. It's a pretty good execution. I'm not mad. Next up we have Avani. This is not, no. I don't know where the dress is from, but it's wrinkled, it's crinkled, the high slit is bad. It's just like, it's not a good dress. It's not a good dress. I don't know where she got it from. I wish she put it back. She's wearing some sort of little handbag and it's silver, and then a black shoe, and it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I've seen Avani wear better stuff, and this is certainly not good. I just think the way that the dress fits is bad. There's so much puckering going on in this area, and it just doesn't look like it fits her well, and I'm just confused as to why we didn't get a tailor in there to just quick make things fit and work. I just think the styling is also not good. It's not helpful. It's rough. I mean, like the jewelry and the bag and the shoe. It's just like, this is a bad look. I want to forget that this ever happened. Next up we have Ben Azelart, and he is wearing black suit, black pant, a little unbuttoned button-down shirt. Sure. The thing that I think that's most confusing about it is putting the collar underneath the lapels. I'm not sure if I like completely hate that now, and I think that's what's confusing me. Normally the collar goes outside of the lapels, doesn't get smushed underneath, but there's something weirdly about it that makes it look like he's almost wearing a v-neck shirt, but he's not. I don't think I hate this. I also love the way the little shirt comes out underneath of the sleeve. Again, it's not supposed to do that, but like, it reminds me of Tom Brown, and so I'm gonna say, all right. The white Air Forces, don't love, but fine in the context of trying to modernize the suit. For some strange reason, I am supposed to hate this, but I weirdly enough think that this is what some people might call styling. And I mean that in like a genuine sense. I mean, like, it's actually playing with the clothing in a way and manipulating it to do something different that we don't usually see. I didn't think that I would like this, but like, I do. The Streamies is a weird time. Next up we have BenOfTheWeek, and kind of one of the best menswear looks, I would say. So we're gonna start at the top. There's a little beret in black, okay? Love it, love a headpiece. I'm not even gonna call this a hat right now, I'm gonna call it a headpiece because I think the headpiece needs to come into red carpet fashion. It's been gone for too long. I don't really care about your hair unless it's like really, really intriguing and interesting and cool. I wanna see headpiece, okay? So love the headpiece, fantastic. As for the coat, this black double-breasted coat, I believe it looks like a faux fur. Love it, I like the length of it. I think that what we're doing here is substituting a blazer with this coat. I think it's great, I think it's fun, I think the length is good. I don't know how chilly it is over in LA at this point, but like, if it's hot, claps even more so for just doing it. The white shirt underneath, fine. The lack of tie, it's okay. I don't hate it. As for the gray pants, a black pant I think would have been better. It looks like these are some sort of like houndstooth or checkered pant, so it's really white and black, but it looks gray from afar. And then a black boot, because it's a boot, definitely a boot. It plays in with what's going on up top, you know, the use of white, black, white, black. I'm good with this. I like it. I think it's fun. I think it's different. I think it shows also that you don't have to wear like an off-runway look to look good. You can do styling and it works. So people, listen up. Next up we have Bob the Drag Queen wearing a baby doll dress. I love this. I think this is great. The inventor of the baby doll, none other than Cristobal Balenciaga, which I know people are gonna say pedophilia. Cristobal Balenciaga himself, probably, at least from what I know, not a pedophile and or promoting endangerment and abuse. He just was a really good designer. Everything that came after he closed the fashion brand in the late 60s different conversation. But I love the fact that Bob is going for a full pink baby doll. I think it's gorgeous. I think that we can see there is an opaque baby doll A-line dress underneath, and then what's paired over top with this little haltery sort of style is a sheer sort of tulle overlay. And then we have the loofed hem, which I love. I think it's fun, I think it's cool, and also I like the fact that it's a high-low baby doll dress, because in reality in the back it dips down a little bit, so it's longer in the back, which I think is lovely. I'm sure that the back is actually a backless dress to some degree. There is back showing. This is great. Again, I think this is lovely. I think it's a beautiful silhouette. I think it's always been a beautiful silhouette. I think it's what needs to happen. Thank God for drag queens. They show us how fashion should be done. So you're welcome. Next up we have Brad Mondo. Listen, I love Brad. Brad is in his leather and chain vibe, and I'm here for it. It's a leather moto jacket, leather pants. The leather pants are tucked into big black boots. They're like a shin length. And then there is some sort of black t-shirt underneath. It's a little bit chopped up. I don't know. To me, it's very like Tom of Finland, getting back into the iconic roots of queer people and BDSM culture and stuff like that. And like, I'm into it. I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I actually love the leather pants pushed into the black boots. I think it's a nice little styling choice. I think that it works really, really well. I also like the fact that, listen, the jacket matches the pants too. I feel like oftentimes people will do like leathers that don't match. And in reality, I think that at least like nice here that there's that continuity. I like this. Do I wish that Brad like went a little bit crazy or a little bit more over the top, a little bit more like fashion? Yeah, I do, but I also think Brad is in this era, and that's fine as well. I'm okay with that. So yeah. Next up we have Brent Rivera, who is wearing a black shirt, a black pair of dress pants, a Prada loafer. YouTubers love a Prada loafer. And I get it, but they don't always wear them well. And then some sort of like dusty pink blazer. It's just blah. And I mean, like, that's kind of, I'm gonna say this is gonna be controversial, but like Brent Rivera's kind of brand, you know what I mean? It's not really super duper memorable in terms of like clothing and stuff like that. It just sort of fits in with the status quo of the time at hand, and like, that's great, to each their own. I just think that it's boring, not interesting, unmemorable, all of the above, and like, that's that on that. So I was gonna say you get what you pay for, but what can you say? Fashion imitates life, right? Next up we have Charli D'Amelio. She is wearing, again, I don't really know. It almost looks like there's like a sparkly sequin bra top placed over a black dress, but I'm not really sure if the dress is fully together. I don't know. But there's a lot of cutouts on a black sort of bodycon dress. And there's a scoop neckline. There's a slit in the middle. It's just, it's not, again, it's not good. It's ugly, it's uninteresting, I guess it fits well, but like besides that, meh. And again, I get it, it's the Streamies, but like it doesn't really matter where you're going, you should try, especially if it's like a red carpet. Trying, that's good, that's healthy, that's happy. And listen, like maybe brands were like, no, we're not lending for that, but like I don't get why you wouldn't still, I don't know, find something that's like chic and interesting and memorable and cool, because then you could post about it. I just don't get the uninteresting look. Like, I get it, it's just an outfit you're supposed to wear to an event, but like, I don't know, I usually want mine to be like a little bit more intriguing and memorable, and also like if I had like a stylist, I would implore them to do their job a little bit better, but that's just me. Next up, we have Cooking with Lynja, and her real name is Lynn Davis, so we're just gonna call her Lynn. Listen, Lynn looks great. I like this black dress. I think it's cute. The goy purr of this beautiful black little lace is lovely. The little like sleeves, they're so cute. I think they're nice and happy. And again, like I like the fact that they're sheer, but then the rest of the dress is opaque. It's nice, it's sweet. And the fact that you have a little bit of that lace towards the bottom falling off in an asymmetrical way is also really cute and cool. Shoes, I don't love the shoes, but like, gonna give Lynn a pass. Also, I'm just gonna, in my head, say that it reminds me of like Alexander McQueen, really early references to Victorian women's clothing, and like that's gonna make me feel good. I like this dress. I think it's cute. It makes me happy, so sold. Next up, we have Courteezy, otherwise known as Courtney Adanna. Now, Courtney is wearing a orange dress. It is a ruched experience, so it's ruched on both sides, and that's why we get the pulls and the puckering of the fabric, so that is intentional. And then there's a one sleeve with an asymmetrical neckline, and then no sleeve on the other side. And then the shoes are silver. The bag is, you know, full of crystals and all that sort of stuff. Let's talk about the dress. I don't hate the ruched element of it because, again, like, it's meant to be like that. I wish maybe the ruching was a little bit more tighter ruche, because I feel like the fact that it's not super duper tight makes it look non-intentional, but even though I know it is intentional. The asymmetrical neckline is also like, I wish that there was maybe just another sleeve. That's the one thing. The asymmetrical neckline is kind of weird. I think there's so much going on. Here we have the texture of the dress you have to focus on. You have to focus on the neckline of the dress, and then you have to focus on the fact that it's asymmetrical in terms of sleevage as well. The hem is also asymmetrical, so it makes it hard to focus on one thing. There's just so much going on that your eyes are like, oh. And that's difficult in a dress. The accessorization, do I love it? No, but do I think that it's pairing itself well of doing silver on a bag, silver on a shoe? Yeah, like, it's fine. I just think the dress is too much. There's just too much going on.com, and it makes it hard to keep your eyes going in one singular direction. Next up, we have Darcei Giles. Now, Darcei is wearing what essentially is a multi-layer flounce dress. Essentially, it's a strapless sort of cocktail dress up top with a sort of corseted bodice area going on, but then there's a piece of tulle fabric that juts up and over. When we hit the waist sort of area, a pink tiered flounce skirt falls down. My issue is the difference of the color top, up tippity top, versus on the bottom. Listen, I think the pink actually would have been sweet and nice, and I do think that it's sweet and nice. And I think that if you had had the same color pink going up, and also it being opaque rather than sheer, so I didn't see the strapless element, it would have been great because it would have kept everything together. It would have kept the whole color situation going on. But the thing is, it's like a creamy white, and I don't understand how you have like vanilla ice cream up top and strawberry on the bottom. It's not coming together for me. It's just a continuity issue. I think that there's just design flaws going on. I just don't really get the two-tone element. I don't really get the sheer flounce up. I think the flounce up would have been fine if it had been opaque, because in reality, then it just would have been, okay, flounce up on top, flounce down on bottom, cool. That's my one issue. The shoes are cute, fine, totally get it. The dress, it just is flawed in concept. Next up, we have Dr. Mike. He is wearing it's like a wine-colored suit. There's a black shirt, a black tie, a tie pin, a polka dot handkerchief, black shoes. Are those boots, Dr. Mike? Have you been paying attention? I think those might be boots, so we're happy about that. I like Dr. Mike. Who doesn't like Dr. Mike? He once called me Hottie LaMode, and life was good after that. But I just think that the color is meh. I think that the black shirt with the black tie just feels a little bit too Sweet 16 in New York or New Jersey for me. I like the boot. I love the boot. I think it's great. The pant fit is like, meh, again, because we can see that it creates little dimple lorette of fabric because of the way that the pants hit the boot. The blazer's okay. The blazer's fine. Pants, for the most part, are okay. Like, it fit pretty okay, and that's good. I just think that the color combination is weird. I just don't know if, like, wine red and black mix super duper well. A wine colored tie, that's good. I like the boots. I like the boots. Besides that, I don't know. We need to work on the Dr. Mike fashion experience. Next up, we have Hasan Piker. I don't know who the rest of these men are. I've looked at them long enough. Just for those few seconds, we're gonna forget that they exist. Let's focus on Hasan. I don't know if Hasan was like, I am tragically in mourning of Alessandro Michele leaving Gucci, and so that's why he went for this full Gucci-ified look, but I'm obsessed. The double-breasted blazer in red, love. Do I wish maybe it was buttoned up? Sure, but like unbuttoned, I'm kind of okay with it. The light blue shirt, okay, but the ribbon tie, obsessed. Happy with, gorgeous, stunning, lovely. The flare pants in the navy blue, I don't love, but I don't hate. They fit with the Alessandro Michele aesthetic of Gucci, and I get it. Do I wish that maybe they flared a little bit better? Sure, but besides that, okay. And then the black shoe. He's wearing a little black Gucci, I think it's like the Duke slipper. I love it. This is a great Alessandro Michele early fall 2015 menswear reference moment, or like maybe spring 2016, and I'm obsessed. I think it's great. I think it's fun. I think it's like one of the best dress moments on the carpet. In these moments, I say, listen, he knows what he's doing. Other times, I'm concerned. But here, I am not. I am comfortable. I'm happy. This is what we need Thank you, Hasan. I appreciate this. Next up, we have Jeremy Hutchins. I don't know who he is. He's wearing a tuxedo. It's bad. It's not good. Like, I get it, and I appreciate that we're trying to dress up the streamies and all that, and good, 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 happy, happy, happy. The blazer looks a little bit small. You can tell that it's small because the way that he's like moving his arms is causing the jacket to rise, and that's a problem. Like, you don't want your jacket to rise up like that because that means it's too small, because that means when you're moving your body, like your upper torso area, and the rest of the jacket is moving with it, it means that that's too tight, so that when you're flexing your body, the fabric is also flexing. It's just too small, and that's a big issue here. Like, you can literally see the pucker of the lapels area. It juts out. You can see that. It's too small. I don't really see a lot of that, honestly, but of course at the streamies you would. The black pants, I don't know, also just like not great. The black shoes, not great. Like, yeah, listen, I'm cool with the tuxedo, to each their own, do your thing. Thank you for stepping up and being a little bit more dressy, but like, find a tuxedo that fits, that would be great. Shout out the Black Tux, they usually do a good job in case you're looking for further instances. Next up we have JLaserVideo, otherwise known as Jake Laser. You know, Jake looks like he is going to his friend's engagement party. I don't know, it's like a little bit too casual for me. It just doesn't feel red carpet vibes. Also, like I did, again, like some sort of research on people, like I think I remember, but he makes like cool, not armor or like weapons or something like that, or maybe it's costumey kind of vibes, but like, why not play into like what you do? You know what I mean? Like, play into your aesthetic and what you're known for and why you're at the streamies. That would be cool. I'm not saying, you know, bring your latest sword or shield or, I don't know, arm stabby slits from Assassin's Creed, but like, a navy blue suit with an unbuttoned shirt feels a little bit lackluster with, you know, suede shoes. Or like, oh, I don't have to dress up, you know, blah, 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 I don't care about fashion. Like, well, you should. You look like, I don't know, a sophomore at local community college frat going to his winter formal. And it's like not a compliment. So step it up. Next up we have Cenat, and he is wearing Celine. Now, it's a Celine beanie, it's a Celine jacket, I'm pretty positive. There's a jean, I don't know if those are Celine, and then a pair of red and white Air Jordans with, you know, little black detailing. So in reality, what we have here is Kai is just sort of playing red, white, black, a jean in the middle, and it's like, okay, cool, I get it. A beanie that says Celine on it, wear that at home when we're like streaming, not at the streamies. There's a difference. Streaming, streamies, difference. They're different. Kai went to Celine and bought this stuff. I don't know if he bought it specifically for the event, but like, Kai, I feel like would have looked amazing in a little Eddie Slimane black suit, a nice little like double-breasted moment with a nice fitted pant, a little black sharp pointy-toed boot, and a little like white or black button down, or maybe, you know, with a little bit of an intriguing black sort of tie. It could have been a little bit ribbon, could have been a little bit flared, could have been like a little pussy bow blouse, like just something there, you know what I mean? Like, but instead we went for a varsity jacket from a French brand. And listen, like, if you want to buy varsity jackets from a French brand, that's fine, but like, French people don't have varsity jackets. Comprends? Okay? They don't. That's not their thing. You know what I mean? They're not playing football by that. Or they play their own football, but they don't play American football, okay? Could have been a nice suit. Could have been a lovely, gorgeous, nice suit. It could have been, I don't know, like a cool jacket with a nice pant and a boot and all that stuff. But my thing is, I want these YouTubers to like step it up, because it could be cool. Just please call me, and I could go be Joan Rivers on the carpet being like, who are you wearing? And then they'd step it up, because then I'd be there in real life, and I'd be shoving microphones in their mouth saying, what are you doing? What is this? And then they'd be scared. That would be good. So next up we have Ken's Lauren. And listen, like, I'm intrigued. It's a bustier, black and navy blue. It's some sort of reflective chromatic sort of fabric. There's a little bit of cutout in the center. I don't like the little strap here. I get that holds it together. I get it, but it always throws it off a little bit for me, just saying. But then there's a nice high-waisted pant with a little bit of a pelvic dip in. And then towards the bottom, we can see that there's like a quilted element to the pants. They weave in and out. It's really cool, really intriguing. I love it. Do I like the gloves? I don't love them. I wish they were also kind of in like the chromatic-y kind of vibe, or a little bit more matte like the black in the chromatic pants. But the shoes I just don't love. I get it, like neon yellow, and I get it in outlandish and fashion, and great, I'm here for it. But I just wish that maybe they were black or something, because like then it would just fit it in perfectly and not taken away from the pant leg situation. But like, I like this. This is intriguing. It's cool. It's different. It's out there. It feels a little bit more fun and funky. Thank you, Ken's. Next up, we have LaurDIY. She's wearing a black dress with the ruching. And again, listen, I was talking about ruching before. Like this, I think, is a little bit of a ruching kind of vibe because with the silk, you can see more of the texture of it and stuff like that. And it feels a little bit more intentional. Do I like it? No, it's a black cocktail dress that is ruched. Where did we get this from? Princess Polly, Shein, Boohoo, I don't know. But like, it's just a blah dress. So shoes are kind of cute though. I'm intrigued by the shoes. But the dress, blah. I would have rather we DIY'd something. I feel like that would have been exciting and interesting and memorable and cool. Or gotten somebody that DIYs something to DIY it. Meh. Next up, we have Link Neal of Rhett and Link. I appreciate what's going on here. We're doing a little houndstooth blazer, a black button-up, nice tapered pant with a little bit of a cuff situation, and then a leopard loaf. I get it. I don't love it, but I get it. It's the black and the white element. It feels a little bit discombobulated to me, putting it out there. Like, I get the black and white as the theme, but I don't know, it exists. It's there. This feels like something that you would wear to, I don't know, a Montessori school parent-teacher conference. Next up is Luann Diez. She is wearing a full denim outfit, and like, listen, I respect it. It's a denim halter style bustier. Looks like it's essentially pieces of denim that have been flipped inside out. And you can see that essentially what's been done here is the designer of whoever this is, I don't know if it's Luann, taken like the seam allowance, which is essentially the excess fabric that sort of sits behind the seam is. So if we look in the center of a lot of these pieces, there's sort of like a little lineage going on. That's the seam. And so this is the seam allowance, which essentially gives you enough room to make sure that you're not sewn too close. What we have is the seam allowance being the contouring factor and element of the clothing, which I don't think I've ever seen before. And I do have to credit where credit is due, because it's a cool concept, it's a cool idea. I would say I do feel it's a little bit homely. The circles with the seam allowances in the middle, I don't really understand them. Like, I get that it's meant to be like a design aspect. I just don't think that it looks super duper refined, and I think the placement is a little bit weird. The one especially at the center is strange. I understand the ones on the actual jeans because I'm sure that it's a reference to like pockets and things like that. I don't get that. I also will say the cutouts along the sides of the jeans, I understand. Could I sit here and say it's probably like maybe a Khare reference from the 60s? Yeah, sure, I could. And like I will give Luann that benefit of the doubt for herself. Will I say that I like actually seeing like the pocket lining going on? No, I don't. Handbag I get, very Julia Fox, denim bag, but like it's the inside out. So again, like I get it, it's cool. The one issue that I really have with the whole look is why the black stiletto pump? Why the black pump? I don't get it. I'm not understanding. Like, we want full blue. We couldn't have done gold to match the thread, the center of the circles. We couldn't have done blue. We couldn't have done white. I just don't get the black. I'm not picking up what we are putting down here. I appreciate where Luann was going. Where she went, I don't know. Am I gonna try and find it? Not right now. Next up, we have Michelle Khare. I don't know. I love this. I think this is very chic. I think it's very elegant. I think this works. It's essentially a bodice with black section and then a gold draped section. The gold draped section is great, like the way that it fits the cup of the bust. It's really, really nice. And then we can see that the drape element sort of comes in, and from that drape element, we move down, and it creates a whole sort of train and a side train, and it's nice. And I think it's sweet, and I think the gold is gorgeous. The black pants are nice. They're easy. The split hem, not obsessed with, but I'm gonna let it slide because I think what's going on with the bodice is really, really lovely. The black shoes, totally okay with it. I like this. I think it's sweet. I think it's cool. I think it's a little bit more modern. I think it's a little bit more elegant. It's gorgeous, a little bit more modern and exciting and good. Next up, we have Pierson Wodzynski, and she is wearing, I don't know, but it's a purple dress. It's a purple baby doll, you know, sort of short dress, and then there's a big sort of purple bow that drapes down. I like it. I think it's cute. I think it's fun. I think it's funky. I think the color is lovely. I like the idea of the drapey, sulking bow. I think it's fun. The purple gloves, I don't know. You don't need a purple velvet glove with, you know, a heart or a gold bag, and the purple shoes. Like, the purple shoes are fine. I get it. I just feel like we're trying to do too much purple going on here. The purple of the shoes playing off the purple of the gloves, but like even then I think it's just a little bit too close to home. You want the purple dress to really be the focus because it's a beautiful little dress. I think it's cute and chic and elegant, and I think anybody could wear it and it would look nice. I love the dress, the styling. Next up, you have Quackity. I don't know who Quackity, but he's wearing a black suit. This pants fit bad. The shoes are ugly. Brown shirt underneath, I don't understand. The I really don't get. I'm really not getting the hat. It's just like the Blues Brothers gone bad -1. That's not, again, like the streamers that, you know, they're on Twitch and on YouTube, it's like, you make a decent chunk of change, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna put it out there, that's my thoughts. I don't know why we can't, like, go and get a nice look, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are supposed to be like the NBA of video games. And like, listen, I'm not saying that I love every NBA player's outfit, but like, they try at least, for the most part. YouTubers, streamers, Twitchers, dreamers, TikTokers, I don't know. It's just like a constant state of, what the fuck? I don't know. I just don't think this is appropriate for anywhere. Next up, we have Rebecca Zamolo. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do this anymore. It's not fun. No. I don't know. It's like a stripy dress. It's like a weird Jean-Paul Gaultier reference. The zigzags and the colors. It's like, okay. It's whatever. I hate the bag. I hate the shoes. The dress is like decent. I kind of don't hate it. It's like there. I just think the shoes are offensive. And I think the bag is atrocious. I don't like it. What? One bit. One bit. We then have Tana. She's wearing a red dress. It's a red corseted dress with a silk skirt. It's hideous. It's not a great dress. It's ugly. It's rough. Just the way that the silk crinkles and wrinkles is just, it's ugly. The diesel bag is cute. Great. The gloves, I don't understand. They're not necessary. They're not needed. They look strange, in my opinion. I don't know. The red shoes are not great. Like, it's just not, it's not good. We're okay. Thank you, Tana. Then we have the Black Badger, otherwise known as Christian Haynes, and he is wearing a black moire suit blazer, and I love that. It makes me happy. I don't see moire enough in my life. Listen, love moire, beautiful silk, historically gorgeous, always wonderful. A little white button down. I'm gonna call this like a sandy silk bow tie. I don't really get the sandy silk bow tie, maybe because it's meant to match his socks. I don't know. I do wish, obviously, the pants were moire as well, but like, I'll take what I can get. The black pants, they fit fine. The shoes I don't like, but it's just like, I don't like those shoes in general. The little latch over monastery loafer, it's not for me. Yeah, I maybe wish that the bow tie had been black, just would have fit everything together nicely. But like, besides that, thank you Christian, for wearing a really lovely moire. It made me happy. I appreciate you. And then finally we had XQC, otherwise known as Felix Lengyel. I think he's wearing a backpack, or maybe it's not a backpack. It's like a Perez jacket pack, that part jacket with the straps on it. That could have been cool. It's not like a big part of the outfit, or not enough of part of the outfit. It's just like straps. Then it's a little short sleeve button down, meh. And then the white shirt underneath, meh, it's just there. I hate the pants. I don't know what's going on with the silver crossbone pant situation. And then the Vans. It's not great. Again, I know that XQC is a streamer, life does well, but we could just go buy, I don't know, like something intriguing. Again, like, this is like a Saint Laurent, you know, Celine kind of vibe, you know what I mean? Like, go buy a nice suit and a nice pair of boots and a nice shirt and just wear it. And just wear it again and again and again and again and again. And I'm gonna sit here and be like, okay, cute. You know what I mean? Like, it's a nice suit that you can wear all the time for when you go to stuff. And if you don't go to a lot of stuff, then it's gonna last you a very long time because it's not gonna use that much. It's a great investment piece. Who hurts? Not you. You're fine. That's my thing. There could be cool looks here. And I feel like XQC could make intriguing elements of style and things like that, but it's not the case. Because we wore this, and it's sad. So that is the end of the Streamy Awards review. Thank goodness, because I am mentally, emotionally, physically drained. Let's talk about best, I guess. I'm going to put Bob the Drag Queen in there, Hasan, Lynn Davis, Stan, Ben of the Week. I like that. Oh, Michelle Khare. Good. Worst, everybody else. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next one, and TTYL.